makes me much happier in life than having the opportunity to brag about my students around other people. And so I'm looking forward to a great bragging experience because of the activity. I want to let our panel
My name is Trevor McCullough. I am a senior at Point University Biblical Studies and preaching major.
My name is Dustin Reeves. I'm a senior here at Point. I'm a Biblical Studies major and an intercultural missions minor.
My name is Kellen Key. I will be overseeing the worship and arts and discipleship aspect of Summit Church. I am a junior in Biblical Studies major with an emphasis on youth and family ministry. These are our 4 core values when it comes to what we believe and how we're going to engage the community. We believe that we should love the world around us with the same measure of grace and acceptance as Christ has loved us.
Through Christ alone, we are part of God's story as a continued redemption of creation. And with this one, as being an outdoors programming director, we really want to focus on really connecting their passion that they already have for creation and for the outdoors and nature, and connect that to seeing the beauty in God's creation.
Our third core value is about advancing the kingdom of God, not through addition, and I'll talk about that in a second, but not through addition, but through multiplication. And we do this by making disciples who go out and make more disciples. If we were to just try to advance the kingdom of God by addition, just winning converts, adding them to the church roll, we could only go so far and make such an impact. But one of our core values is when we make these converts, when we bring them in, we begin to teach, we begin to disciple them in a way that they can go out and make disciples. So we're trying to be reproductive. We're trying to make disciples who can then go out and make more disciples. Advancing the kingdom of God through multiplication is a lot more rapid and will grow the kingdom a lot faster than just adding converts.
And finally, in a culture centered on self, especially one with the level of wealth and affluence as one is Sammamish, we are called to be visibly different and set apart by experiencing Christ at both personal and interpersonal levels in the community. And I will get into more of that as I talk to you guys about the discipleship aspect later.
Our mission is to love people through gospel transformation, in biblical community through recreation, which we'll get to, outreach, and a more enriched understanding of grace. So one thing that we have all thought about as we began to plan this, and as we begin to see where do we want to take this, where do we feel like we would be most beneficial is, and we really honed in on this aspect of grace. And the more we understand grace, the more we can extend that to people, and the more we can extend that to people, the better impact we can make in a community like Sammamish.
Wish you a good afternoon, and thank you for giving us your time to visit us team. Really, it's a dream of all of ours to plant the church in Grand Park. We spent so much time with this, and it's just a lot of fun, a lot of church opportunities
within the city. As one of our core values is generosity, that comes through service and time and
a little more casual. It'll be kind of a more accountability type setting with a little bit of Bible study, whereas our classes will be more biblical doctrine. We actually want to model those classes after our biblical interpretation and theological foundations classes here at Point, because we think that those are critical for our spiritual growth. They've definitely been critical to us. So small groups will be fully active. And then we'll also have our happenings, our block church, and our church-wide gatherings fully active. Those will be really important for drawing people into what we're doing.
Ellijay is a pretty small, tight-knit community, and we'll be living in a neighborhood, and this will give us initial way to just meet people, to kind of get a feel for what's going on in the community, where people hang out, what's the hot topics in the neighborhood and around the community, and what people truly need. That's what we're all about, is finding the needs and desires of our people. So the start of our ministry is maybe in small groups, and ideally we'd have like 16 people to be able to come to our house on a Sunday night, and we'd have a small devotion led by Matt, and then of those 16 people, each one of us would have a small group that we're